If you're Sydney Sweeney, there's a surefire way to put the rumors.
Sydney Sweeney and her fiance stepped out in New York City over the weekend.
Her life, and she's searching for what she is expecting it to be.
Sydney Sweeney, recently the hot spot in the public eye through her roles in Euphoria and The White Lotus, was perceived as guilty of controversial remarks. This case was triggered by a top Hollywood producer, Carol Baum, who widely criticized Sweeney's looks, star appearance, and skills of acting, and this led to the Yao You No Makeup is Sock challenge, escalated on Twitter and brought it into the limelight. She put on a sweatshirt with a little message and ironic humor pronouncing her chosen words when they actually went wrong on a trip in Mexico. This would lead to more discussions and reactions of different sorts. This story digs into details of the fact, people's perception, and the aftermaths for women in the film industry in general. The incident. During the world premiere of Dead Ringers, her 1988 movie at the Academy Awards, Carol Baum, the film's producer, said some of the most disparaging things about Sydney Sweeney. Baum, a director who has written Father of the Bride and its sequel, has doubts whether Sweeney is at all fitting for this role and can stand any chance against veteran actors as Donnelly. But she is too homely to be cast for the part, Baum pointed out. She went as far as criticizing Sweeney's performance in the recent Anyone But You rom-com movie, saying that was one of the most inappropriate combinations, and the movie was probably one of the least watchable films this year, and expressed bewilderment over Sweeney's quick popularity. This statement was said in the course of her meeting with students of University of Southern California through the net. Sydney's response. In an inventive and hilarious way, Sydney Sweeney replied to criticism by implying her feelings through the Instagram posts. She posted a group of pics on her Instagram from my Mexico holiday, and one of them was putting up a shirt that read, "Sorry for having great tits and right opinions." She was presumed to be playing back Baum's demeaning comments. Sweeney was soon noticed not only because of her singing ability, but also for her dress selection. It was the main focus of discussion among Theater's 19. Over 6 million followers, and am hopeful for even more. Sweeney had a few captured photos of this trip. These photos displayed her happiness, her confidence, and showed that she did not allow the public to taint her image with criticisms. The fans and followers wrote back warmly and with a good dig. The comments were like, "Don't say you are sorry, you meant it, and you mean it with that shirt on. Greetings to haters," with a laugh. The honesty shown in Sweeney's straight answer might have represented who she really was for some people, and this was not considered to be a negative characteristic, but an advantage. Public backlash and support. The controversy stirred emotions not only from close relatives of the victims, but also from people who cared about the issue. Others appreciated Sweeney's backbone when she responded only to what needed to be addressed. Many people found it hard to understand Baum for her hard words, while pondering over if a star producer would show spite for a young actress is justified. How poignant it is that a woman who is privileged enough to advise and share her own skills and stories opts to hurt yet another woman instead upon this complaint, Sweeney's counsel stated to the Post. The controversy, though, led to remorse on the part of Baum. In the subsequent interview, she admitted her mistake and vowed to come up with a new and improved version of her book. The person she targets in the TMZ interview explained, "Though crapping on an actor like that in public is abnormal to her, it doesn't mean she can't. Yet the destructiveness had started before that day, and the incident just lifted the veil, revealing that the entertainment industry is still full of unresolved problems like the constant mistreatment of women." The broader context. Sydney Sweeney's path through the industry is a real-life example of the forces that can turn an artist into a celebrity in the ever-changing world of show business. September 12, 1997, plays the shy girl of Everything Sucks and The Handmaid's Tale. The characters she portrayed in Euphoria and in The White Lotus allowed her to break her way through and rightfully gain 2 Primetime Emmy nominations. In addition, she has done roles in 2 other hits, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino, and Anyone But You, a harsh, well-received romantic comedy. Sweeney, being an extremely successful entrepreneur at a very young age, has been given a lot of criticism and judgment, which has mostly been focused on her looks. It wasn't the only incident with the crappy behavior of women in the movie, like the men doing all the work and judging was done to actresses. Hollywood's double standards, entertainment field for a long time now, and plenty of the same criticisms, regarding its biased attitude with respect to talent and look. The case of actresses is often rife with unimagined beauty expectations, as well as harsh criticisms, while actors do not seem to be scrutinized to this degree. Sweeney's experience illustrates that issues of gender discrimination still plague Hollywood, but will be dealt with in time. Contrary to Jackie's qualified skill, beauty, and accomplishment, ungrounded criticism comments based on her appearance still are prominent. The remarks Baum made gives evidence of a pervasive mentality among the studio system and film industry alike. Rid of Sweeney's abilities and reason for career success, the author presents the narrative, women cannot succeed. While the lack of decent roles for women in Hollywood is disheartening, this does not mean women are excluded from the industry. Gender should not be a criterion on which success is based in Hollywood. Rather, the ability to effectively fit the role and make an effort should be appreciated. The power of social media. The media has been very important because it was social media. Sweeney's Instagram post with a sarcastic and audacious satire followed by a full stop. It was a viral post that garnered the attention of numerous fans, press, and celebrities. Together with this kind of tool, Sweeney got an opportunity to drive the news angles and get involved in response to the faux inquiry. The encouraging posts of her followers through the internet have shown us the optimistic side of the media, where fans may interact directly with their favorite celebrities. Nevertheless, the case is indicative as well that cyber hungama notably grows the distribution of hostile comments and public infighting. The striking feature of this case is the manner in which the comments made by Baum rapidly disseminated through platforms, and the gravity of the backlash she faced reveal the dual nature of online platforms. Moving forward, the way that Sydney Sweeney addresses and responds to the critics is the measure of her resilience and her strong belief in herself. Her finding something humorous and inspirational to bring people together instead of attention best determines the bright side. It may become a defining moment of her life, with her strength and persistence manifested to the world. With the second year of college in Leeds, Nancy will not only have a chance to know true friendship, but also an amazing life experience. The following struggle serves as an alarm for the entertainment industry. Through the powerful statement it conveys, it highlights that such a cultural change is needed for the increased respect towards and support for women in Hollywood. Uniquely of the industry leaders and educators who look like Baum, they are the ones to build an environment where the talent is valued, and feedback is constructive, not overreaching, which would be like tearing down someone's personality only based on looks. Sydney Sweeney's experience emphasizes the difficulties alleged by women in Hollywood, the strength needed to maneuver through all those double standards the showbiz industry throws at them. Continuing dialogue around this episode is a sobering example of the need to make young ladies glad and helped by a system that does not pay any attention to gender when evaluating talent and, therefore, establishing a universally beloved, tolerant, and respectful media environment.